I'm Heather Bowe. I'm a senior, and I go to Eau Claire Regis High School.
Okay, Heather, can you give us a little recap of your season last year? How did Regis finish up?
Last year, we went 27-1. We won the Western Clover Belt Conference, and we lost to Neilsville. We went to state. We beat Westby in overtime by 6, and we beat Algoma in the state championship.
Talk a little bit about, there are people who are girls that'll grow up their whole life and dream about that state championship. You actually got that. Talk a little bit about what that was like, the feelings that you had after that game, and talk a little bit about that trip to state.
State is, honestly, it's so hard to explain. It just feels almost surreal, like a dream. It was the funnest time of my life, and we're all going to cherish those moments for the rest of our life.
And you had some great games, in the state tournament, and at times was just unstoppable. Talk a little bit about your determination in those games and how that helped your team overall.
Well, first of all, my team did a really good job of getting me the ball because I was on, and whoever's usually on, we try to get them the ball. And we played really good team basketball, and together, that's why we won. That's why we won state.
Now, looking forward to this year, now you're a senior, and you've got a pretty good group of your team coming back. Talk a little bit about what your expectations are heading into your senior season for both your team and for yourself.
Our expectations are very high this year. I mean, can't do much better than winning state, but we really want to go 28-0 this year, not have that one loss, no slip-ups this year, and we really want to pound on teams and just capitalize and do what we do best.
Okay, do you think, with the success you had last year, obviously comes some higher expectations. Do you think there's going to be a target on your back most of the year this year as a team?
We're obviously going to have a target on our back. After winning state, we're definitely going to be the team to beat, but if we keep it together and play well, we should be fine.
Okay, can you talk about looking into this season? You guys play a couple teams that aren't in our area. Can you talk a little bit about a game that you've got circled on your calendar already that maybe we might not suspect?
We play Bloomington Kennedy in Minnesota, and that should be a really tough battle. They're one of the best teams in Minnesota, so it should be really fun.
Okay. You talked a little bit earlier about you play volleyball as well. Talk about the commitment to the two sports and how they, work hand in hand to make you, a good overall player in both.
Volleyball definitely helps me with my jumping ability. I can always tell, right at the beginning of basketball season, I just feel even more explosive. I think both sports help and they complement each other.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about last year you racked up some personal accolades as well as your team. You're MVP of the state tournament and first team all WBCA and all state, all that good stuff. But what is your greatest accomplishment you feel of your whole career? What would that be?
My whole career, probably winning state or becoming MVP, probably, and even getting offered by with scholarships. It's really humbling, and I really appreciate it. And it just feels nice to have hard work pay off.
And Heather, I will talk a little bit about, a lot of people think that because you're from a smaller school that you don't face the competition that some of the kids at the Division I level do. Can you talk a little bit about how you do play some great players and face some strong opponents? Can you talk a little bit about that?
We definitely play some really good players, and teams just always show up. There's never a night where a team doesn't show up just because we are Regis and we always have the target on their back, and they just say, oh, if we beat Regis, that's going to make our season this year.
And looking forward, obviously, what are you thinking past high school? Do you want to play college basketball? If so, where are you in that process at this point?
It's always been my dream to play college basketball somewhere. I'm really excited to play, and I hope I see some good time on the court. I'm deciding between Marquette and Vanderbilt, and both are two really great schools, and coaching staffs, the team players, it's really, really hard decision.
All right, well, good luck this year, Heather.
Thank you.